Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly and I am so excited about today's video. And if you are looking to find the only 3 categories of things you need to give your kids for Christmas, just keep watching. Alright, so who finds that they often overspend on Christmas? There are so many different toys and things that I want to get my kids and my husband, and I have a lot of ideas and I love giving gifts. So I often have to rein myself in, and in order to do that, I keep to my 3 categories of gifts. So I did not come up with this, we actually grew up with it, and I think it was also a way for my mom to not overspend on Christmas gifts as well. So what we do in our family and what I've continued to do with my kids is to do 3 categories of gifts. So the very first category is something from the heart, then is something that you need, and the third is something that you want. So if you fulfill all 3 of those categories for Christmas, I am sure your kids will have a fantastic Christmas and be so excited about all their gifts, and they're going to actually use the gifts that you give them throughout the entire year. These categories are also ones that my husband and I use to gift each other gifts, because we realize that we're going to just have those 3 and nothing more, nothing less, and then it makes it a little bit more even on Christmas when you each have the 3 presents and you aren't worried about who spent more on who or anything like that. If you're keeping in a budget, it's going to work out. So these gifts aren't including anything that Santa may bring or your stockings. And once my kids are old enough to understand more about Santa Claus, I am probably not going to teach them that he's some mythical person who comes down our chimney and gives us presents, but more about his true backstory about St. Nicholas, things like that. When we do have those kinds of conversations. I just think it's so important for kids to give the credit to the parents who have been listening to them, who love them, and who cherish them and want to give them gifts on Christmas. And I think it's so much more special to know that it was your parent who heard you and gifted you something fantastic that you were so excited about and that you loved throughout the year. So in order to distinguish the different categories, my family and what I do is wrap each present in red, green, or gold. So red is something from the heart, green is obviously something you need, and gold is like what you really wanted for Christmas. So starting with the first category of something from the heart, which is going to be wrapped in red, can really be anything that is going to be special to you or your child or your spouse. Oftentimes this gift is not expensive. It can be homemade, something fun like an activity to do with your kids, different things like that. So you can make a book like chapbooks or something from Shutterfly, something that they can look at and love and like see their family photos. You can do an experience with them. You could do like a date night with mommy or a date night with daddy. Date nights are often what I gift my husband in the red category as something from my heart, is just like something fun, something that is going to boost your relationship and that you guys are going to enjoy and can really come together on. Okay, so the second category I wanted to talk about is the green, which is something that you need. So growing up, I had a lot of sisters and we all loved clothes, and oftentimes that's what we got for our green because we loved it. We each helped our mom pick out some different clothes for each other that we knew we would need going into the new semester, and it was so exciting. We all loved getting clothes for Christmas, but if your kids are not into clothes for their green, then you can just get something else that they need. Really, it can be anything. This year for my son, I got him a little backpack and I love it. It's so cute. Let me go get it for you guys. Okay, so this is his backpack I got him, and it's so cute and small and has dinosaurs. I know he is going to love it, and it's definitely something that he has been needing. And also for his green, you can like really do 2 things, 1 thing, whatever you need, are these sandpaper letters that I got. Which is a great like homeschool activity for toddlers if they're learning their letters. He is going to think that these are lots of fun and we can do so many different activities with them. So those are some examples of our green activities, things that they are going to use throughout the year that they aren't going to play with one time and then just never play with again and aren't excited about it. I feel like a lot of times kids get really excited about one specific toy that is just like not like a one-time use, but kind of like they'll use it a couple of times and then forget about it because it doesn't truly engage them. It's not really what they need. And so that is like all about like the greens, what are they really going to use, like what is going to be truly worth it for them. And you might spend a little bit more in this category, or just keep it really simple and just get them the one thing that they are needing that you know that they need right now. For my husband, a lot of times I will get him a clothing item because he doesn't really buy clothes for himself and I know he is going to need them, or I get him a new pair of shoes because he gets really excited about shoes but oftentimes doesn't buy them for himself. different things like that. So there's something that they need. It can be simple, it can be a little bit more expensive, just whatever is in your budget that is going to work for you guys. But this way it's like keeping it down to a minimum, because you can always think of like a million different clothing items or tons of stuff that your kid, you know, is going to need. But you can just keep it more minimum, more simple, and this way just like hone in on what is really going to be used and something that they will really love. All right, and now on to the gold wrapped item. So this is something that your child or your spouse is really wanting. It's like, you know, like what they write in their letters for Santa for, what they are really telling you like over and over, like, I love this, you know, something like that. So it's going to be the toy or whatever item that a child is really loving and wanting. And so if you are able to get something like that for them, they are going to be so excited on Christmas morning. For a gold for my kids, I love to do something that is more open-ended, because kids love open-ended play. They can play with it for so long, and it's definitely something that they will use over and over and over again. So the gold category, the thing that you want, that your child wants, your spouse wants, is probably going to be the most expensive out of all of the categories. And I just think that this is probably where you want to start if you are budgeting for Christmas. Think about what exactly you want to spend money on and how much you want to allot to something that they really, really want. You know, if it's going to make their Christmas to get, you know, whatever big toy or big Lego set that they want, I would say allocate some money to getting that item, because they're going to be so excited about it, and they will care less about the other things that maybe you had to pinch a little bit of money here and there. From my experience, kids don't really care about the quantity of gifts that they are given, but more of the quality. They are so excited if you give them things that they have been talking about, how they have been wanting, things that they need and are really going to use. This year for my kids, I got them this Christmas Duplo set. So my son hasn't had a Duplo set yet, and I'm really excited because he loves to build, and I know he's going to love this, and he loves Santa Claus, he loves reindeers, he loves Christmas trees, he seriously loves everything Christmas. This isn't necessarily Montessori aligned, but it's open-ended and lots of fun, and a building activity that my son will really love. I got this set specifically because I was able to find it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was so excited about it. I got it for a lot cheaper than I could find it on Amazon or anywhere else, and it hasn't even been opened up, so it's brand new. So this just goes to show you don't have to spend a ton of money on gold gifts either. Like, it really can be whatever, especially for younger toddlers and babies. They really don't know. My 1-year-old, I honestly am not even doing red, green, and gold for him because he really can't tell difference. And I got him an expensive car seat for Black Friday that he loves. So that is his Christmas for the most part, and he will also help us open up presents and help the 3-year-old open up his presents as well. It's going to be great. For a gold for my husband, a lot of times we will go in on something together. This year we kind of went together and got a very large picture of Christ that we have been so excited about getting ourselves, and it was kind of expensive. So we kind of let that be like our big main gold gift, but I'm also giving him some other little things that he really loves. So you just kind of like find something that your spouse or your kids really want and love. I've already said this a million times, and just give it back to them. So it's super simple, really easy. If you follow this formula, you guys, you're gonna be done with gifts super quick. You're gonna find things that everyone's going to love and use, and it'll be in a budget, and it'll be easy peasy. Overall, these are the presents that we give our kids and that we gift each other, and it has made Christmas so fun and just a really easy way to show the love to somebody this holiday season. So let me know down in the comments below, you guys, what you think about these 3 categories. Is it something that you would do with your kids and your family, switching over from just like a lot of random gifts to something they need, something they want, and something from the heart? Let me know, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope you guys are able to have a fantastic Christmas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.